Yo, hello guys, welcome back to Ali Does Sports, bro. It's your boy Ali here. Bro, bro, I don't know where to start from, bro. I'll be honest, I don't know where to start from. It's been a very bad day for Manchester City, bro. We played against Spurs, and all of a sudden I'm looking at the lineup. Akanji starting. What a what a bad way. What a bad way to start. He's in the lineup. All of a sudden, he got injured. I'm like, what is going on? Why is Akanji not playing all of a sudden? And Ruben Diaz comes in for him. And who's at the door? Hold on, give me a second. So yeah, as I was saying, we started a bad way with the injury, and I'm looking at our squad. I'm like, okay, we have Grealish, we have Doku, two wingers are out. I'm saying we have KDB, we have Walker out. Now we have a Kanji out, and we went to the game with five injuries. We don't have a lot of fast team players, and I understand that Pep does not like having. I understand that Pep does not like having a lot of players in his squad. He prefers to have 22-man squad instead of 25, right? We had this. I think he's been doing this since he started his career. Is because he wants to manage players. You know what I'm saying? Even though people are saying he's not a good man management, I'm like Pep is a very good man management, but just that his tactical side of things overshadow that. You know what I'm saying? He has a lot of things in his arsenal, right? As a manager, just that he has a that tactical aspect of his game or his coaching side overshadows everything else. So he prefers to have 22 instead of 25. Now we are playing 60, 70 games a year, and I'm like, every year we hear about having 350 million for Pep Guardiola to spend. We always hear about this. I'm like, okay, what are we going to where and when are we going to strengthen our? We don't have a left back. We have an aging midfield. We don't have a. I'll be honest. We don't have wingers, bro. We don't have good enough wingers because I've seen the type of wingers that we used to have. Let me say that we used to have Sterling, whereby oh my god, he used to score 20, 25, 30 goals a season. That was his numbers, and Sterling was considered one of the best when he was playing at that particular time. He was considered one of the best wingers in the world. He was top five, top six, minimum even top 10. He was in there. How did we go from having the best wingers in the world and striker, midfielder, blah blah blah, all of that, to having players like Grealish who rarely score goals? They score once every year. And I'm not dissing the guy, bro. I'm not dissing the guy. It is the fact. If we're not gonna speak about the facts, when are we gonna talk? When are we gonna talk about why are we hiding the facts? You know what I'm saying? The facts are there, bro. His numbers is not good enough. You know what I'm saying? To contribute. He does not contribute enough in terms of GA. I'm not a GA type of guy. I like Grealish the way he plays. It's just that as a winger and the money that we spent on you, we expect a little bit better. And I'm looking at the other wing. I'm seeing Savio, which his assist numbers are good, but he's not scoring enough. You know what I'm saying? So our squad went from having players like Sane, Amares, even though Gabriel Jesus wasn't the best finisher, but you know what you get from him. You will get 10, 15 goals a season. You know what I'm saying? You'll get 10, 15 goals a season. We know that. All competition 20. Now, all competition with GA 25, 30. You know what I'm saying? Around there. How did we go from that to this? And let me not get out of the any topic. Going into the Tottenham game, I'm like, okay, we can win here. You know what I'm saying? We can win here. I mean, even though the starting lineup wasn't great, we had kids in there. You know what I'm saying? Academy players. I'm like, okay, we have enough quality in the pitch to win. You know, and all of a sudden we went 1-0 down, whereby Ruben Diaz committed to go and intercept the ball from Kulusevski, but Kulusevski was clever enough to do a flick, and he went over him, and all of a sudden, boom! One true pass has taken our defense apart, and from there. 1-0 down with Timo Werner. I'm like, okay, what can we do? Can we come back, or what can we do here? I didn't lose hope. I'm like, okay, even though we had majority of possession, I'm like, we as we always do, we have majority of possession. I'm like, okay, here, what can we do? Who's gonna score for us? What are we gonna do? We don't have Haaland in the pitch. Who's going to get the goal for us? And okay, I'm looking at him like, okay, the goal we will. I know we will score, but I don't know who will score. I didn't know who will score. So boom, 1-0 down. We still have possession, and we're struggling to break them down. Yeah, every shot that we taking is going wide, whatever being blocked, this that, all of that's happening. I'm like, nah, this is nowadays. I'm looking at him like, nah, this is nowadays. We might not win here. And boom, second 2-0. I'm like, oh, okay, this is the type of game this is, right? I'm like, what can we do here? We just need one goal to build our morale up and get going. We just need one magical moment, and I didn't know where it was gonna come from. I expected at least Phil to do something here, but Phil had a very quiet game. He wasn't himself. I don't know why he was playing as a false nine instead of as a 10. And Gundogan, oh my God, since this guy came back, he has not been the same. I don't know what Barca or what he ate. He does not look like the Ilkay Gundogan that we know that was playing for us. And even me, I was against him coming back. I was against it. I'm like, no, don't come back, bro. Don't come back. Once you do something at a certain club, don't ever come back, because you already did what you had to do. You do not need to come back and redo what you did. Just stay away, go to another club. You know what I'm saying? Even though I like the guy, bro. I like the guy, but I mean, we needed a defensive midfielder. We needed a box to box. We struggled last year with Kovacic being injured, KDB, that Rodri needing a rest. I understood why we signed him, but this guy has not been the same since he came back. It's not only him, bro. Ruben was struggling. Oh, who else was struggling? Our midfield was not our midfield wasn't taken. It was not taken. There was like some sort of spark or some sort of creativity missing in there. Um, I'm not taking away anything from Tottenham, bro. But looking at it, I'm like, mm-mm. And boom, Xavi was having a good game. Nunes has been good for the last 3 games, bro. Let's start right there, bro. Nunes has been good for the last 3 games, popping up with a goal and assist at the Champions League, and then playing in the Premier League, popping up with an assist right there. That's already 3 goals contribution in 2 games. And today he scored. That's four. What is it? That's 4 in 3. I'm like, okay, this guy has something to offer you on a wing. But one thing that he's lacking is that I understand he's a midfielder playing out of position, but when I look at it, I'm like, okay, this guy, I know he's quick. He's very fast, but he does not take on his players. That's one thing that I've noticed. He does not take on nobody, bro. He's just there doing, pass me the ball and then I'll pass it back to you. And he scored, and Savio got injured. Now we have a problem there. We have problem with Savio. We have, who else got injured? I'm hearing that Josko Gravadio got injured, and it's all a mess now. We don't have we don't have as much of as many first team players as we were supposed to have. Everybody's injured. We have like seven first team players injured, or everyone else is an academy player. And man, uh, does this look bad, bro? It looks bad. I've been saying this for the last 2 years. Our squad is not good enough. It feels like the board is listening. It's not no. It feels like the board has been listening to the media than the actual fans, because we see what we see. The media are saying every pundit, every Sky Sport, any pundit, ESPN, name them, TNT, all of them are saying, "Oh, Manchester City have this squad. Their B team can win the Premier League. Their B team can do this." Oh my God, how did we go from there? Even when they were saying that, I thought our squad was all right. I thought it was, we had a very good players whereby they can play 2 3 positions to cover our we had 2 3 players whereby they can cover every position. We had Jesus who can play 9 winger, both wings. We had Grealish who can play one side and he can play midfield too. We had Bernardo who can play everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So those players are filling positions whereby we were supposed to have players in there. You know what I'm saying? We were supposed to sign a winger and play Bernardo as a midfielder. So he does not have to play out of position. I don't know, he's comfortable playing out there, but it's just that you're putting a lot of pressure on the squad to, cover every when somebody's injured, you need to have somebody to cover out there. Instead of like having two players per position. You know what I'm saying? Two wingers, two strikers, no, four wingers, two strikers, two tens, or even 110, three number eights, two defensive midfielders. Like having that type of balance is nice. Having players like Bernardo Silva who can play 10, 8, that's good when you have somebody that can cover his place when he's injured. You know what I'm saying? When we have like two midfielders injured, we need somebody who can cover. You know what I'm saying? When we have two, we need another two that can cover that place. When Rodri is injured, we need somebody to cover his place, and then when somebody covers, let's say Kovacic covers Rodri's place, we need somebody else to cover Kovacic's. You know what I'm saying? So we need to have enough players to do that. We do not have enough players to do that. We fill up the bench with goalkeepers, academy players, and stuff like that. We need a left back. Our squad is aging. Midfield is aging. Walker aging. Even though they're experienced players, and we need to have younger players in there to be able to, get this winning mentality from this winners. You know what I'm saying? The squad we have is the most successful squad we've ever had. And I'm like, we need to have players in there that have already won, whereby they can, put this or show the way the younger players how to win, and what type of mentality you need to have to be able to win. Yeah, bro. I don't know what to feel here, but for the last 3 years in this competition, in the Carabao Cup, we've been out of it for the last 3 years now. Is it 3 or 4? I think it's 3. We've been out of it. Very, very, very early stage. Very early stage. I'm like, okay, this is like one less game. One less game to focus, to not focus on. One less championship to not focus on, and we need to have a lot more squad members to be able to compete for every trophy. And yeah, bro. I'll leave it out there, bro. I didn't even talk much about the game, but I'll leave it out there. There was nothing to talk about the game, bro. It was piss poor, bro. I'll leave it out there, bro. And other than that, bro, it's your boy Ali, and peace, bro. Thank you, guys. Please like, subscribe, and share. I forgot to say that.